Hello guys, hello Flamies. We haven't done a reading on what is your famous twin flame feeling for you, so I want to do that. We haven't talked about famous divine counterparts in a while. I mean, all my readings on this channel are for famous divine counterparts as well, because twin flame is twin flame, right? So, but I want to specifically do for my famous people. So, what is your famous twin flame feeling for you? What could be one is in a, you know, one of you could be famous, both of you could be famous. So let's do this. I get the signifiers here, what spirit is telling me. And then you choose your pile and we're going to see each other at the piles. Please choose the pile. Oh my gosh, I love this decoration. It's so beautiful. Okay, pile 1. Oh my... You guys have seen how I draw the cards, okay? So we have promise here. That's actually funny. We have the... like, do I get all the BTS cards? Like, songs now? Like, come on, universe, what's going on? Like, that's actually funny. I didn't even know that DNA is here and promise is here. Like, that's so cool. Pile 3 is... So we have the Titanic. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I'm gonna read all piles. Like, what is this? We have Titanic, we have DNA, we have promise. What is the 4th one? Like, this is funny. Oh, the world card. Beautiful. So it's like, wow. Oh my gosh. I couldn't even choose. Like, I would take all of them. Look at this. Iceberg, DNA, new moon, and full moon. So, and especially it's interesting that we have a new moon and a full moon here. That's like the opposites of each other. Isn't that cool? Like, wow. Wow. So choose your pile. Yeah. What are your feelings of your famous twin flame at the moment? Please apply it as it fits. If you are a famous person and you're watching this, then of course your twin flame is not the famous person. Well, it could be if you have a famous twin flame as well. Yeah, so please apply it as always, and I see you at the piles. This is so cool. See you. So, hello my pile 1. What's going on with your famous twin flame? So let's gonna look into this. I want to do, let me see, the camera is not really focused yet. Now it is. Ochala. Okay. So let's do it. This card comes out. What I want to do is, wow, we have the sword. Now we have 4 different, let me see if you can see it. So this is this beautiful card that came out. We have number 11, which is also again a confirmation of twin flame journey. And we have here 4 different keywords, and I want to throw the dice on which of the keywords it is from this card, and then we're gonna dive into with tarot, okay? So what is going on with your famous divine counterpart? And I'm taking this one, this dice, and I want to look in which of the corner. Let's see if this works. I mean, I just thought about it. I have no idea if this actually works. So let's do it. Okay, I would say it's the action card, and then we have all the different arrows and all different like so what's going on with your twin flame? That there is some action in all kind of different directions, right? So we're going to see what this is. There is action happening in all different kind of direction. Could be that it is about the promise they told you to spread the word, maybe. Yeah, the sword is the sword of action. It's actually what it's meant here with the action. It's that they take action. that they do something to spread the word, you know, to fight. They fight for this promise. The promise that you gave each other before incarnating, that you would heal people. So that's what I see with the new moon, with the promise. It's not about a new person. It's not about a new twin flame. You know, because sometimes I'm thinking people think when they see a new moon or a new promise that it's about promising someone else. No, this is about the promise to start a new chapter. That's why the new moon is here. To actually let go of the old self and to become this, they're healing, the divine masculine is healing all along, right? I mean, if they're famous, they are already in their soul task without them knowing. But it's consciously spreading the word. It's about consciously putting action into all different directions. And this could mean a creation into all different directions. This could mean that they create with spirit what they can spread in all different directions. So that's what's happening next with your twin flame, and I think that's absolutely gorgeous. Yes, it's definitely something that they make money from. Yeah, it's definitely something that's up in the air. So air energy, that's thoughts, communication. Yeah, so definitely the Excalibur is about actually this legend is about King Arthur, taking the sword out of the stone, because only one person could take it out of the stone. And the stone also does not mean you take the sword out of something and you put it into something else, that you change things. No, it just means that the stone means, for me, this stone represents, how do you say that? When you're not aware of your journey, you are just like a stone. You're just standing there, like you're sitting there like a stone, and nothing is happening. You're not aware of what you can do with the sword. If someone takes out the sword of this action, the sword of spreading, the thought of making things happen, it's actually that he puts the stone into action. So that's what I'm seeing. A stone is something like a core. It's something, and it's not something cold, because some people think of the heart of stone. No, it's something valid and something solid. A stone is something solid. So it's like if you take the sword out of the stone, it means that the stone is something solid. It's the core of the twin flame journey. And you take it out, and you because only one, it says the legend that only one person can take it out. So the stone is this twin flame stuff that's made of, it's like only one person can take it out of the stone, means only this twin flame can spread this beautiful messages. And that's what I see here is happening with this twin flame. They're basically, they gave you that promise before you incarnated, to be with you on that journey. And some masculines awake, some don't. Yeah, we know that. And I'm talking here about a famous divine counterpart. So they are someone who is in 3D already on a very high level. They can reach a lot of people. So spirit is like saying them, now get it out of that stone. Make your promise come true. You promised your feminine to spread the words with her. And that's what's happening. That's this new start. The moon also means this deep connection that they both have. And so a new moon is like also meaning a new approach to reach people with the moon, with the divine feminine. Yeah, it's not meaning a new divine feminine. That's just not. So yes, we have the Queen of Cups. So we have someone psychic here. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I mean, she sits already at the beach, and the beach is, the waves are high. You see, it's not easy for her. Look at how. Victor, what are you doing? Why did you put my hands on speaker? I'm already on speaker, baby. I'm already spreading my word. He's so cute. He's like, yeah, my feminine. It's hard. Yeah. I mean, she's ready, right? She's sitting there at the beach waiting for the masculine, and no one is coming. Like, yeah, it's not easy, but it's basically him keeping his promise. Why is it so bright on my camera? Let me see if I... Hush, 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 hush. I like this better. It's cozy. Let me see. Oh, wow, we have the rider! Well, I interpret this, the Knight of Pentacles, you know. It's taken a long time. So basically, what I'm seeing here is, you know, when I see that blonde woman on that horse, and we know the Knight of Pentacles, that's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have the bird here, that's about communication, and we have the Divine Feminine on the horse. So what I actually feel when I see this card is that the Divine Feminine wanted to take over the horse of the masculine for so long and take this, you know, like this is this pentacle that the masculine is wearing. And I feel here, because the Divine Feminine is always the first in the journey, that for the longest time here, this is because I said it's a burden. The Divine Feminine's already at the beach, you know. She's like, yeah, I'm here already since ages. So it's like the Divine Masculine, you know, because they're so slowly, and because they're like, you know, they the Knight of Pentacles, it's the most solid knight. It's the most solid, you know, walking towards something, a goal. You always reach it, but you go very, very slowly. And what I see here with the wind in her hair is that, you know, she really wanted to take over his horse and make him move faster, but it wasn't possible until now. And I feel that's what's happening next. This is what's happening in this famous twin flame journey. It's beautiful to see. It's actually that the masculine keeps his promise to spread the word and to heal people consciously. I mean, they're doing it unconsciously already, of course. They're famous, yeah. They earn money with their soul task. But consciously, like really accepting the journey for what it is and really saying, yeah, I'm in. That's what's happening now. And this is very, very beautiful to see. So let's get some advice. I really like this. Yay. Ah, I love it. So let's see. What else you can tell me? Oh, it's actually, these cards are made from the same deck. Look at this, guys. I have these are the Avalon Magic cards, and I bought this deck like a long time. Is this? Oh yeah, it's from the same author. Look at this. I have not seen it. Look at this, guys. I just thought they have the same name, so why not, you know, just put it together. So, oh wow. This is gorgeous. So we have the woman fighter here, you know. We have the one that is, she looks angry. She's like, when is he coming? And look at this. She has the sword already. You see this? She has the sword already here. Wow. And it says, have faith in yourself and in higher powers. They lead you in dark times even when you feel you've lost guidance. So very beautiful. Let's get 3 for each one. So there was a lot of faith here and guidance, I feel, and there is a lot more faith and guidance in this action now. What else? Universe? Where did it flip? No, it didn't. It flipped back. Oh, we have the rabbit. And it says, life will support the vision you have for yourself. Make it the best it can be. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. This is actually from a card where the rabbit is like on the side, like he's watching the whole thing. It's so funny. He's like sitting there on the side and he's watching the there's like a big tower at the end here, you know. And he's like watching. The rabbit. The rabbit is watching the feminine. You. And next card. Okay. And we have, yes, look at what the big T. You are gorgeous. Like, what the F is this? Like, this is crazy. Like I said this, right? I said the feminine wanted to take over the horse. And here he is. It's actually him. Yeah. It's not that he is this feminine or the feminine is his, you know what I mean? It's it's basically, this card tells me the feminine wanted to take over the horse, but now he's coming. And look, he has the sword. She has the flowers, you know, and he has the sword. So this is very, very beautiful to see. And it says, on your soul's journey, you need to lose yourself so you can find yourself again. Follow your dreams. This is beautiful. It's basically what it's also telling me, that during this journey here, the masculine was losing the feminine for whatever reason. He could not see the truth, I feel here, yeah, with this card, with the sword that he's carrying. Maybe he thought someone else is his twin flame. I definitely think that they were one, because I see here the promise, that they were one, and then he thought, because at the beginning I said a new moon, a new feminine, so maybe he was, you know, leaving you, or he was in looking. I mean, we're talking about a famous counterpart, so they probably never met you, but I'm seeing here that they might have thought that someone else, and they were looking for some other moon, and then now, you know, the universe is showing them from all different directions, no, it was her. But please apply it as it fits in your, you know, in your case, in your twin flame journey, because this is beautiful, very beautiful. So that's what's happening in your twin flame journey. That's what's going on with your famous divine counterpart. It's actually beautiful. So that's all what I'm having. Bye. So let's see. Now we have DNA. Wow. Yeah. I don't know why I'm sneezing here. I already fit to pile 1, but I don't know, maybe we have another pile. So what's going on? Okay, this card came out, and you know, so guys, let's start. So this card fell out. What I want to do is I want to turn this around. Oh my gosh, we have number 12. Oh my gosh, we have life force, spirit, wisdom, and regeneration, the Holy Grail. That's the spiritual love. And with the DNA, beautiful. That's this love. And DNA has, well, you know, you probably might think it's related to a family thing, but this means soul family. It means that if you are, you know, a twin flame, and it means DNA. Of course, you don't have the same DNA as your twin flame, right? But it means that you are so bound with each other. You can see this in this card. You're so intertangled. Yeah, even within your blood. And it does not mean that the twin flame is in your bloodline or something, that you look, oh my gosh, my twin flame might be my cousin or something, you know. That's dumb. No. So now I want to look where the you know, we have these 4 things, and I want to, with the dice, I want to throw and look in which directions are we going. So what's going on with your famous divine counterpart? It's this. So regeneration. So the love is restored, and we have the arrow, and this is beautiful. Wow. So that means the love is, you know, this love is sparked anew. So there was a period here where your twin flame was not in your famous one. And you know, guys, we're talking about famous twin flames here, and when the love is resparked, you ask yourself, well, how should it be resparked if I've never met my person? We all, you know, most of us probably haven't met their person, and have had a relationship with them, you know. But what I'm seeing here is that, you know, the energy wise, it's coming back to them. Energy wise, they're feeling you again, and they're like falling in love with you again. And if they don't know you, you know, they're falling in love with an energy here with, I don't even know how to say that, how this feels for them. It feels like they begin to search again for the answer to that. Why they feel this missing, that they're missing some kind of, you know, the DNA. How can I say that? Well, with the DNA, you know, you could probably think of a child. If you have a child, you probably, you know, there's this unconditional love, and this unconditional love is sparked again. So it's like with a child, you never leave the side of your child, right? Or you should not. So this is what I feel. It's like they feel you close again. With the two snakes intertwined, it's like they feel this fire. They might feel a lot of sexual energy coming at the moment. Like, for real, guys. I don't even know how to explain this. We need a divine masculine here speaking up on my channel. Man, I don't know how to say that. I'm a divine feminine. But I can imagine only how it feels. If you've never met someone, it's probably this search, this arousing, this, okay, I need to create also. Yeah. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Regeneration. What is this? The regeneration of this spark, of this love. What does it mean here? Magician. Yep. So, why is it's looking as if, like, through my camera? I hope you see everything, because it's looking as if my camera is blurry or something. Yeah, maybe they have this blurry side, meaning that they kind of see maybe in dreams, like an outline of how you might look or something. I don't know. Yeah, the 10 of Wands. We see here that this journey has been hard. Yeah, we see here the path towards this union, I would say. So, yeah, and the squirrel is all about collecting. Yeah, collecting stuff and for the hard times. So it's like we see here it was really much a burden for them, and also on the feminine side, you know, keeping, like, you know, collecting all these different lessons, collecting all these things that are important on this journey, you know, doing all these soul work. And I feel here for the divine feminine, it's really hard because she's on her own, right? And I feel the masculine is finally seeing this, because we have the squirrel here looking at this woman, like, carrying the load up the mountain. So it could mean that, you know, the masculine feels this burden. They're like feeling, and this is about having unconditional love, this holy grail. Yeah, and we have the witch, we have the magician. So the magician is all about the creation. The magician is all about the start again, the creation, the manifestation of it in reality. So I feel here that, you know, we see here this divine feminine doing all of this, yeah? And the Page of Adamas, that's actually really cute. Yeah, and we have the owl, the wisdom here. And this is about seeing the truth, speaking their truth, and holding the sword high again. You see this? She's like really like almost worshipping this this sword. And in this deck, I think most of them are feminines on this deck. So, but here, well, it could be that divine masculine is seeing all of this. He's like seeing all of what the feminine has done. So please apply it to your situation. It's either that your divine masculine is seeing, because we have here the squirrel watching and we have here the owl watching. So it could be that they're seeing. And here we have the raven watching. So they're like watching. I don't know. There is like people watching here. They're like sitting there in the background and I'm watching the feminine doing all her soul work. And she's like really working hard. And that sparks maybe the passion in them again. Maybe they see you working hard. Yeah, it's like really they watch you doing all your soul mission, speaking your truth, creating and walking this hard road towards union. And maybe they watch your social media, because the page of Adamus also means spying on someone, you know, like watching their social media. So I definitely see here that the divine masculine is watching. It's interesting because we're talking about a famous person here. I'm not doing the readings, or, well, actually you could read it for every twin flame journey, right? But especially I wanted to do this reading for the divine counterparts with famous divine counterparts. And it's interesting, but here the divine masculine is definitely watching. It's not the feminine that's watching. The feminine is very focused on her stuff. The masculine is watching. And that sparks this holy grail. That fills his cup, and that makes him see, oh my gosh, she's working so hard towards this, and that kind of you know, re-sparks his love. Yeah, I really think that's him watching her. That's interesting. Let's see, what is the Ten of Wands all about? And I got this deck, guys, and it's so cool. It's actually the same deck that with this one, and I didn't know this because this came out now, like the Avalon Magic cards came out like this year, and this deck I got for a long time. So I read this and I remembered that I have a deck like this, so that's why I bought it. But actually it's from the same author I didn't even see. So that's why I thought it's cool, because it also has the same pictures on them as these cards, and we're putting them on there. And yeah, this is this hard work. It's the focus the divine feminine has. We see here in the back, in the far, this holy grail is the same as here. This speaks of union for me. You know, the feminine has to focus on it for a long time. That's why the feminine is walking this hard road for a long time. And it says, be attuned to the rhythm and cycles of your life and notice the shifts and changes. Peace comes from the sacred union of nature and spirit. Well, that's nice. So that's beautiful. So those are those cycles, you know, there are cycles. So maybe this divine counterpart, yeah, was really not in before, was really not wanting it or not seeing it, but he definitely knew of this journey. He definitely knows. I mean, we see him watching here. So this hard work of the feminine makes him spark his love. So what is this decree? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! And I said in pile 1, because the Excalibur came out in pile 1, and I said, you know, that I had the feeling that I'm pile 1 today, but here it's coming again. So it's beautiful. It's the sword of truth, and that's what the you know, the divine feminine. That's what she's creating. Yeah, the sword, you know, the fighting that she's fighting, and he saw that. And it says, be led by your own inner soul light. Healing and enlightenment are within. So beautiful. He sees her standing up for her own truth. And that sparks this holy grail. I get it now. It's really beautiful here. What's the page of Adamus? Oh my gosh, yes. And it felt... Yeah, I see it. Like, this is amazing. Like, look at this. I mean, this is his love grail that is filled up again, and he is like really wanting this again. And here we have, I said that the divine feminine for a long time, because of the wisdom she has, speaks her truth, you know, and holds it, almost worships it. Here, this truth, her own truth, her sword, you know. And I mean, it's depicted as a younger person, a child. So this means other people could find her naive or what is she doing, you know? Like, what is she doing? Is she some kind of like, you know, what is she saying? So other people could really think that, you know, the divine feminine is like naive or like a child, you know? They say she's dumb or something. So, but actually you see her, you know, this love that she has and this grail that she's holding for a long time and offering for a long time. And it says, welcome the solitude. It is time to replenish your very soul. And that's beautiful because it's exactly what it means. This is so gorgeous. Wow, I love this reading. And that sparks his soul. He welcomes it again. That's actually what happens here. It's like the masculine watches the feminine, definitely, and says, well, that's gorgeous. That she's fighting so crazy. Like, you know. And he doesn't care how other people see her. And I feel it's maybe that's why he rejected her before. Because he was a rejection before. Because it's a regeneration. So he definitely knew of that. And it's like he's coming back because he's seeing all the hard work and he's seeing that it's actually the truth. And he's seeing, well, you know, he's this grail, I want to take my grail now in my hand, you know, because the grail is shared by the two of them. The feminine already has the grail in her hand. And the masculine is saying, yeah, I want it. Yeah, I want it now too. Cute. So that's all what I'm having. Bye, guys. So this reading, guys, actually is so beautiful. I really love this. So part 3, we're talking about the iceberg. And I said before, it immediately when I see the iceberg, it reminds me of Titanic. It reminds me of Romeo and Juliet. It reminds me of Rose and Jack. It reminds me of these twin flames. It reminds me of love. And we have submerged. So there's a lot here that no one is seeing. So what is going on? So I want to draw one card first. Okay, this is coming out. So now we're going to see what this is. Chukalaka. Merlin. Merlin is interesting too. So that's kind of the magician card. Yeah, we have a Merlin here. So definitely the divine feminine is a healer. Someone in her soul task who has power in her hands. You see here this green fire, you know, in her hand. We see the stick that speaks of passion and creation. We see the book that speaks of wisdom. We see the candle here, and we also see the cup. So this is beautiful. This is like, and the owl for knowledge on the shoulders, you know. So now what I want to do is I want to get here. Wait a minute, I already had this one. Yeah, okay, when Spirit says they want this one, okay. So now you see like 4 different words on this card. So now I'm gonna like throw the dice and look where on the 4 cards I have to focus on. So this is on this side, so the fish. And it says alchemy. Wow. Submerged alchemy. Like we have so big words here. I don't know what that means. Oh, submerged alchemy. There's an alchemy going on under. Oh my gosh! That makes so much sense. The fish are in the ocean, right? Like, what the heck? This is crazy. I'm always so happy when something happens that's like really fitting together, because I think that's awesome, because I just throw the dice here. I mean, I know that I can talk and get the information, but you know, it always makes me so happy when I see it actually happens. So there's a submerged alchemy happening underneath within your twin flame journey right now with your twin flame, a creation of some sort, yeah, but it's underneath. No one sees that. So there's some kind of creation happening where yeah, I mean, with the Merlin, that's the magician for me. And we have number 18, which is the moon. Sorry. And we have the iceberg, which speak of the underneath, you know, an alchemy that's happening underneath. So an alchemy is a mixture. An alchemy is a union, bringing stuff together from different, you know, alchemy is different stuff how can I say that? Chemicals, different chemicals, bringing it together to mix them up and to form some kind of creation. So I see that here as an alchemy of souls. So maybe that there is a union happening underneath. With a fish, there could be different meanings for that. The fish is swimming in the ocean. I mean, if we see the fish as the twin flame journey that's swimming along, you know, like a fish swimming along, there could be a union coming or something that's happening underneath the iceberg. And I mean, the iceberg made the Titanic go. The Titanic was actually a ship that brought, it's interesting. I'm trying to see, because I also see the iceberg as frozen. I feel here, you know, the iceberg, this could also be this twin flame in itself, like the iceberg. I see it more like the twin flame. I don't see it as danger though. Because I was talking about the Titanic and you saw me rearranging, going back from that. Because Spirit's saying, no, it's not the iceberg. Well, yeah, in history it's the iceberg bringing down the Titanic, but that's what everyone else sees, right? That's what everyone else sees. That's why Spirit just said, well, my twin just said it. Everyone else sees this iceberg as a danger, but actually there's happening creation underneath it. So actually this twin flame journey could be with a fish. The fish is swimming underneath in the water. The fish needs the water in order to live, right? I mean, a fish is not living on land. The fish is in the water. It needs to flow. It needs to be in the water. The iceberg is frozen water. It gives more water, right? If we melt an iceberg. So the creation could actually the ice could be the source of more alchemy, more water. So I see the iceberg as the twin flame in itself. The more this journey becomes passionate, the more this ice is melting. And the ice doesn't mean something bad. It means that, you know, the ever-giving force of the iceberg is water, but it's frozen because you know, it needs to be kept in a space. So the more this creation begins to work within the twin flame journey, the more both of them swim in their own water, the more this iceberg of their own journey gives them more water, gives them more flow. You understand now? At the beginning of a journey, the iceberg is ice. So that means in the beginning, there's maybe only the feminine who is working in this journey. There's only the feminine who's creating, only the feminine who's melting her own iceberg with her passion, with her fire. So it gives water to the masculine maybe to swim in it. You understand? When the masculine begins to jump into the journey, and actually he is in the journey because we're talking about divine counterparts, famous divine counterparts, but please apply it. It could also be a woman in masculine energy, but usually the masculine energy is the famous one. So when he jumps into the journey as this creator, as this Merlin, when the masculine becomes the feminine, yes, look at this, that's why the 18 is here, and that's why he's masculine. When the masculine becomes the feminine, now I get it, Thank you, baby. When the masculine is becoming the feminine, becoming the healer, going consciously into the journey with the feminine, it's like they're melting their own ice, the restored resources, okay, of their journey. The iceberg means that their resources, that's the resources, that's the water, they can melt to make water to swim more. So the more both of them are in, of course they can melt more iceberg. So the iceberg, it's actually their resources. It's actually their creational water where they swim in. And the more both of them are awakened, the more both of them are in the journey within the consciousness, they consciously melt the iceberg. Underneath, that's the alchemy of souls, the two together, melting from underneath their own creation so they can have more water to swim in, so that they can have more creational energy and they can create for humanity. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, that's deep. Yeah. Three of Wands. That's a journey, yeah? It's like, you know, at the beginning, the masculine is a little bit not sure. You know, we see the feminine's already in the water. She's depicted here as this mermaid. Oh my gosh, look at this. And the masculine needs to jump on that boat, needs to jump on the journey, needs to become the fish himself. So at the beginning, he's like standing there and not really sure, knowing if he should join the boat. You know, if he says, well, my feminine is already doing her soul task, I'm fine. I'm doing my soul task and I'm famous, you know. Why should I be that healer as well? But if he's consciously taking on this journey, they both are able to melt this ice, the restored creation for healing people. Yeah, it's restored. It's like when they both are in, they can melt much more icebergs. So they can melt much more of their creation that's restored for them in this life to create for humanity. That's actually beautiful. Oh my gosh, yes. The sun. I mean, look at this. It's like they're in their house. They're like, that's union. That's like how I imagine union, you know, having this beautiful house, living together, working together. Look at this. That's union, like shining their light into this world. Yeah, that's when he's in, when he becomes the feminine healer as well. So they are both healers then. That doesn't mean he becomes a healer. He is a healer already with whatever work he is creating. Yep, and the Five of Wands. That's, you know, we see here a circle of people healing. So this is about, the Five of Wands is actually that usually in the card deck, the Five of Wands means a struggle to like having an inner struggle of all these forces in yourself. And I feel here it could be that, well, if we could put it like this in an order, you know, that actually at first he is struggling, or you know, we could take it as this that both of them are a team, and at the end, if we do it like this, well, it came out like this. I want to take it like this, that they work together in a team. Yeah, and because of their, oh, that's the alchemy. Oh, now I get it. It's like, I mean, it's showing up as a group. So the Five of Wands always means a group. Usually it means a competitive group. So this could actually mean, when I look at it in a twin flame journey way, both of twin flames are very different, right? So usually, you know, there is no creation happening because maybe, you know, they're too different. They don't see a sense in a union. So it could actually be that before, this masculine did not see any sense, and that's why he's struggling to get on the boat, because before he might not have seen any possibility of alchemy, but now this alchemy is happening. It's basically they're both creating. So it's like both of them are in creating art or creating whatever his soul test is, but he's consciously creating, and they're constantly melting the eyes of their own creations. Yeah, this is beautiful. This is iceberg I see as a resource that is stored, you know, put in there, and then, okay, if you both are in, you have much more resources for the world. So that's, wow, beautiful. So I got this card deck. It's really cool. You know, the Avalon Magic. I bought this, came out this year, and I thought, oh my gosh, you know, I know Avalon, I might have something like that. I bought this, and actually today I found out that it's actually by the same author. I thought that's cool. So let's see. First card. Yeah, let's take these cards as they fell out. So we have here this beautiful, yes, look at this. We have the feminine as the mermaid, as the one that's already on her soul task. You see this here, how she's beautifully doing her wisdom, spreading her wisdom that she has, weaving the art. Yeah, we see the masculine, he's like watching her and he's like, oh my gosh, you know. And it says, access your deep feminine intuition and allow new possibilities to flow. So it's like, you know, this means for me also, for him also a new possibility to get on this boat and to create with the divine feminine, to actually create this alchemy, because look at them. We have this healer couple here. Yeah, she's already in there. And now what's happening is the alchemy is happening. And then, yes, look at this. He's taking on the wisdom. The owl is all about wisdom, about knowing it. And yeah, and it says, don't be imprisoned by your past. Create a brand new you. Hold that vision. Oh my gosh. And it's, this is union. I told you. And the masculine was hesitant. Look at this. And it's interesting that no people are on here. It's a vision. It's this vision that they both may come true. Spreading happiness into the world. Spreading this union into this world. Look at this. That's the art they create. That's why there's no people here. It's like this beautiful union that is having so much to say about to the world. About, you know, this is this vision, both of them. This is this iceberg, actually. It's the happiness and this union and what they need to spread to the world. That actually love is possible. That actually a union is possible. Wow. It's this wisdom of that this union is possible. It's the wisdom of happy times in the future. Is spreading this wisdom to people that they can actually have happiness in their life. That they don't have to, you know, have a life of burden. And then we have the Five of Wands, please. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Yeah, and we have this beautiful tree here. And look at this. This is this, we see here, wow. Yeah, those are the roots. It's like seeing the roots. Doing the alchemy, seeing that you actually belong together and you can create this beautiful tree of twin flame wisdom. And it says, it is only when we accept vulnerability that we are truly brave. Rise above your fears. Isn't that crazy? So there might be a lot of peer pressure involved, like fears, how others see that merging of the two, because maybe others would, and that would make totally sense, like the two of them doing alchemy together, maybe others would oppose that, because you see how they are opposing this. Or maybe others would follow and say, yeah, we want to be in too. Actually, this card is both positive and negative for me, because on the negative side, it means what this card means, actually, that there's a struggle, because we see them both here creating, but there could be other soulmates following the step and joining in, or other twin flames, like following their lead. So it's basically this vision. Oh my gosh, maybe this twin flame spreads the vision of for other twin flames, for other famous divine counterparts. This would be amazing. That actually, you know, they make their union happen, and because of that, other who have a famous divine counterpart, they follow that because they see that it's actually working. Wow. I mean, that would be like a big task that they had to spread on Earth. Wow. I'm stunned. Okay, that's it. Take care, guys. Bye. Hello, my pile 4 flamies. You chose the full moon completion. And this looks very beautiful. So, we're going to see now First of all, I'm taking one card. So what is going on with you? Oh, okay. This card wants to come out. Oh my gosh, and I had this card coming out in pile 2 as well. So maybe pile 2 is also for you. So probably. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. So we have here a woman offering her love, yeah, offering her cup. This is the twin flame love. Oh yes, we have it in pile 2 is all about the cup. So here we have the feminine, yeah, offering her cup. And now I want to see with this, we have 4 different words here. I want to see where actually the dice rolls to. So we have in what word we have to look more. So it's this here. And we have the TV. And that's a heartbeat. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's so cute. That's like a TV and a heartbeat. Oh my gosh. That's beautiful. So it is balance. Yeah, it came to balance. So probably the feminine is offering her cup here really much. And, you know, with the sending out her love to the divine masculine. So what is happening in this? Oh, maybe it's with a completion. Maybe it's interesting, but maybe it's completing that the feminine, her work is completing. So because we have the TV, we have the heartbeat. So it's almost like as if this feminine is sending out to the masculine, to the famous divine counterpart, her love. And now it almost is as if this is this task is completed for some kind of reason. The masculine has heard the calling I'm feeling here. And that's why pile 2 is connected. Please watch also pile 2. It's the masculine's perspective. Wow, this is gorgeous. That's like we have a divine feminine and a masculine perspective here. Like, this is beautiful. This reading like really stuns me. So let's see. Yep, the standing stone, like, you know, she's like standing there. The universe light is like falling on her, and we see here, you know, that's the justice card, and it's also the strength card. You know, the funny thing is in tarot, there was a reversal. Actually, the first tarot deck that was created that was very successful, it's this original tarot deck, Rider-Waite deck, that we all know, because Rider-Waite, it's interesting that I have to talk about this here. Rider-Waite was the first publisher that published this tarot deck, and he asked, what's her name? Pamela. The woman who drew the deck, okay? I don't know her name. I forgot. It's on the deck everywhere. She was living in the beginning of 19th century. She was very poor, and Rider-Waite came to her and asked her to draw a tarot deck, to redraw the tarot deck he wanted to publish. So there was no really, like, there were tarot decks before, but not like in the big sense that one publisher published it. Yeah. So Pamela Coleman Smith, oh my gosh, thank you. It's like, what? I didn't know it. It was like really like spirit like put it back like right into my mind. Wow. So Pamela Coleman Smith, that was her name. She drawed it, what we now know as original Rider-Waite. But when she lived, this deck was not published, or it was published, but it was not successful. So she did not earn any money. She was like, she died very alone. She lived alone like for the last years in her life, and she died alone, sadly. Maybe she was a twin flame too. I really think that, because according and looking at her life, like reading, it's actually really sad. Like, she put all of her work into this tarot deck, and then she just died because you know, no one wanted to buy it, and she was very poor and she died. I don't even know of sickness. I have to look it up. But the funny thing is, when she died, it all became famous. This whole deck, like everyone wanted it. Because the change was then to the 1920s, this age of progression, yeah, Whereas Pamela Coleman Smith designed the tarot deck in like between the years, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1900 till 1920. And so in that time, everything was really, the times were not right. Yeah, it's always what we say, especially for twin flames, the times were not right. It was not a progressive age, and it was not something where people could do something with it. You know, it's like controversy, I feel. You know, a lot of controversy that this deck was made. And when the 1920s began and everybody began to be interested in the occult and into, you know, there's also that other tarot guy that created another tarot deck. I don't know his name either. Maybe I get reminded by spirit too. When he came and he created like a cult with his deck, then everyone wanted to also buy that Pamela Coleman Smith deck by Rider Waite, the publisher. And so it became really fast, really famous. And now it's like the most sold deck in the world. And if you think about this, you know, Pamela Coleman Smith was already dead at that time. And it's really, like, it makes me sad and sick, actually, yeah. And when we look at this here, it's like, for a long time, oh, what I wanted to say, because that's what I brought her to your attention. It's because she decided to replace the number 11 with the number 8. The 8 and the 11 is changed. I think before, don't get me mistaken, because there are different decks. There's only 1 or 2 decks where it's different. The old way, it was that the 11 was the strength card. So this is a tarot deck like the old way. The 11 was the standing stone, strength, holding on, hanging in a situation, yeah, being strong enough to fight for your love. That was number 11. Now it switched to number 11 being the justice card, and actually Pamela Coleman Smith decided to do that. So she switched number 11 with number 8, which is the strength card with the justice card. So before, number 8 was the justice card and number 11 was the strength. And now it's the other way around. Number 11 is the strength, the justice card, and only in a very, very few tarot decks like this one, it's the other way around. Yeah, so Pamela Coleman Smith decided to do that, to change the numbers. And that's very interesting, I also feel, because number 11, having the strength card, 11 speaks of twin flame, and 11 is one part of a twin flame. And actually, if you reverse it, like she wanted justice, she put the justice card on the number 11. So actually what Pamela Coleman Smith did was to tell us twin flames that actually if we're hanging in, we can achieve justice. And justice in tarot also speaks of marriage and happiness and a happy ending. So this is what this takes for me, and it's very, very beautiful. It's so many meanings in the past, guys. So many meanings. Like I discover every day like more meanings to this twin flame journey, and how everything is intertwined and how everything is so beautiful. And yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it. So, and then we have number 15, the nature card. This is the devil card. Yeah, this is I mean, he is putting a trap there. Let's face it, he's putting a trap there. The bear is looking confused. Like, what the heck are you doing there? Why are you putting a trap there? And then here the pawns are dancing. Yeah, so I mean, this could mean, and what it means for me is that he, the divine masculine, actually, because it's of balance, he frees himself from that trap. The trap is about his fears, yeah? And I see it more like he opens this trap so that he can escape, because the pawns are dancing, and pawn is meaning for me the whistling, the calling of doing your soul task, yeah? It's not something bad. It's not like the pawn is whistling to draw you into something bad. Like, you know how others would see it in that card? You know how others would see, oh my gosh, yes, the masculine is putting up there a trap and he's whistling and he wants to catch someone. But it's actually not. We have balance here. Balance speaks that the divine feminine is for a long time standing strong for this connection, wanting justice, and the masculine was trapped. And with the completion, this means he frees himself. He actually frees himself from this entrapment and comes towards her. That's why completion. Yeah. It's about balance, you know, that's where this card, and we have this TV here. You know, the heartbeat, the calling. I mean, look at this TV. It's like it has this calling to yeah, basically listening to his nature, listening to what his actually nature is, and freeing himself, whatever this entrapment means, you know. And I think this entrapment is always this third party, whatever the, you know, is entrapping the masculine. And in most cases, it's a mindset. Yeah, it's this mindset of fear, this mindset of, well, I just want to have pleasure, this mindset of, you know, if we could sense it, like in the sense of, we're talking here about a famous divine counterpart, this could be the entrapment in their illusion of their fame. You know, it doesn't mean when they speak up that they will lose all of this. It means that they're actually in, yeah, they're actually completing the cycle, they're in the journey. They see the strength the divine feminine has put in. And so, this is when the wheel is turning, yeah, the wheel of the year. It means that wow. And look at this. The arrow is pointed on Yule. It's so interesting. And it almost feels as if this eagle here, you know, the eagle is like, the eagle has turned the wheel. And the eagle always speaks of strength and authority and victory, you know, like we made it. We're in together now in the soul task. It's the completion. I really feel it's the completion here of the masculine freeing, because the feminine stood there offering her cup for the longest of times, and the masculine is coming in now. And you can see that however you want, you know, but I see this this freeing here of, this could be anything, but I see it more as a whistling to come to their soul task. So let's see, get more cards. What I thought is interesting, and I want to say this here because you know, I got this card deck where these cards are from, like you know, now, and I thought, well, Avalon, I have cards like this, and those are those cards. I have them for the longest time. So I bought this card deck, and then today I found out it's actually from the same author. So they have the same, like, isn't it cool? They have the same images on them, because I was wondering when I shuffled in pile 1 why they look alike, like my big cards. And then I was like, oh my gosh, yes, it's the same author. So it's actually really cool. Can you show me the standing stone? Oops, the same card. Look at this. That's the temple of the divine feminine. Yeah, that's the temple of her love. That's the temple of her standing there. And it says harm none. Yeah, she doesn't want to harm anyone. Harm none. It says, and, you know, she tries to harm none, but she's standing strong in there because she wants to do her soul task. Yeah, and it says, fill up from the healing waters of Mother Earth, sacred springs, and connect to her heartbeat. Oh, my heartbeat! Become as one energy. Oh my gosh, like that's crazy. That's, you know, she is one energy with her divine counterpart. And that's what I'm saying always, you know, it's like you heal with the energy of your divine counterpart. And even if you know who your divine counterpart is, like, you know, as a divine feminine, you kind of like along the the path. Like, even if people doubting me, you know, I got so many confirmations, guys. I know who my divine counterpart is, but it could be that, you know, for some kind of reasons, even the divine masculine could deny it in reality, because he could, you know, we are just non-famous people. We're maybe not fitting their expectations. So it could be a denial for a long time. But usually you heal with the energy of your divine counterpart. Yeah. So that's why it's mentioned one energy. Can I see the nature here? I feel this card, the freeing. Yeah. And we have here, like, you know, the guy coming home to his castle. And it says, honor your soul path and step into your authentic self. I can't believe this. Let your intuition inform your pathway. Beautiful. And then we have the Wheel of the Year. Can I see? Wow. And it fell right onto the feminine, and it shows the feminine, and it's beautiful. Wow. And it says, love yourself for the courage you have shown to arrive at your best version today. That's beautiful. It's like, love yourself for the courage you have shown. Interesting, right? It's beautiful. Wow. Really love this reading. Yeah. So that's what's changing. There's coming balance here in this journey. It's like the divine masculine is joining and standing up. Yeah. Being in. Because for the longest time, the feminine was in alone on herself, offering this cup. And there's a completion of that cycle of only the feminine being in. It's coming now back to the masculine. And I had this in all 4 piles, and it's very beautiful to see. Because the waves here, you know, of this journey are becoming stronger and stronger. And it's nice to see that actually something is happening on the masculine's end. And it's very beautiful to see that, having it in the cards here as well. You know, so I'm very optimistic about the whole twin flame journeys, especially with the famous divine counterparts. There's a change happening now. There's a change. For a longest time, I could not see any change. It was always the feminine, like here. But now it's like completing. Now the masculine stand up for you know, for the feminine's courage also. So it's very beautiful. So that's all what I'm having, guys. Take care. Bye.